right, this is another one. See what Nigerians are saying as protests resume in Lagos, Ibadan, and Abuja. All right, the news in detail. The hashtag #EndSARS protest, which began in October as Nigerians call for an end to police brutality. The protest was, however, halted when the protest was hijacked by hoodlums after the famous Lekki toll gate incident. The second wave of #EndSARS protest, which is proposed to resume on Monday, 7th of December, has begun in Lagos, Ibadan, and Abuja. All right, and as it is, these three states are currently witnessing a massive turnout of youth who took to the streets to resume the protest amid warnings from the police force and security personnel. It is reported that soldiers and police officers are in some parts of Lagos State, especially at the Lekki toll gate, but regardless of this, the determined youth have taken to the streets in large numbers to fight for their rights. And meanwhile, both the military and the police authorities had warned several times last week that they would not allow another round of protest to take place, in what appears to be an attempt to forestall another round of #EndSARS protest. Armed police officers and soldiers have been deployed at the Lekki Toll Plaza, Lagos. Several motorists informed the Punch that the security operatives were deployed around midnight. And then, as it is, the police public relation officer, Muyiwa Adejobi, did not respond to calls on Monday morning. However, both the military and the police authorities had warned several times last week that they would not allow another round of protests to take place. The #EndSARS protests, which took place in October, were hijacked by hoodlums, leading to the destruction of properties and loss of lives. The demonstrations also turned bloody in Lagos on October 20th, 2020, when men in military uniform opened fire on young protesters at the Lekki Toll Plaza, an epicenter of the protest in Lagos. And meanwhile, thousands of prisoners were also set free during the riots that followed. All right, and that has happened so far. All right, and as it is, a lot of people have been like, we no go agree, we no go agree. Well, that is it on this one. And meanwhile, a lot of people have been that if the federal government can just listen to the cry of the youth, that all these old protests will stop. Nobody's enjoying this stress of coming out all the time. They should just listen to them, and everything will just be fine. Nigeria is a great nation, and we must treat the people, in fact the citizens, rightly. That is what is supposed to be done, but the leaders are not ready to do that. But all right, that is what a lot of people have also said concerning this. Well, the truth of the matter is, Nigerians, most of these Nigerian people you are seeing, most especially the youth, have made up their minds, and as it is, the youth are not relenting until their voice is finally being heard, and that is what they are clamoring for. Well, so, all right, and it has been said that confusion as #EndSARS disappears from top trends on Twitter. See what Nigerians are saying about it. Okay, as it is, #EndSARS protest began in October as it gained global attention, though the protest came to an abrupt end due to how the once very peaceful protest later turned out chaotic. Okay, and as it is, this morning, #EndSARS was among the top trends on Twitter as it had over hundreds of thousands of tweets. But where the confusion is right now is that it has vanished completely from the top trends on Twitter. How can this happen when the trends was not still as it awoke today in some parts of the country and was gaining massive attention on social media. All right, and a lot of things had actually happened, and a lot of people have been like, well, as it is, nothing will make us to back off. And everybody is like, we will not accept until they listen to us. Okay, and as it is, protesters took over of Oshogbo Lekki toll gate in Lagos, and a lot of people have been like, wow, this is another one. Okay, streets in Oshogbo, capital of Osun State, have been occupied by protesters who are demanding for the release of all detained NSAS protesters. Okay, and the protesters who marched to the State House of Assembly and the State Secretariat, Abere, also demand for the unfreezing of the protesters' account by the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN). Okay, and as it is, the protesters who were carrying various placards had converged at the Ogo-Olua area of the state, and some of the placard they were carrying read, "We are not fighting for any political party. Hashtag end bad judiciary in Nigeria. Hashtag end fake judiciary panel of inquiry in Osun. Unfreeze all the frozen accounts. We are Nigerian youth," among others. This is coming as second wave of hashtag EndSARS protest commences at Lekki Toll Gate, Lagos State. All right, and as it is, however, the police and the soldiers, in a bid to resist the protest, police took over Lekki Toll Gate ahead of the fresh hashtag EndSARS protest on Monday, December 7th. All right, and that has happened so far. Okay, and well, a lot of people have been of the opinion that, well, either the federal government likes it or not, we will not stop. And meanwhile, President Buhari sent strong warning to all protesters, and he has said that there has been rumor anyway that the NSAS protest, which was initiated by young Nigerian youth sometimes last 2 months, will commence a fresh new protest today. Okay, and then with the same hashtag as they seek new demands from the federal government of Nigeria. All right, and many young Nigerians, both online and those who were present at the last protest, have shown a desire to participate in the protest if it will happen today. Their demands isn't out yet, but given the present economic situation, lots of Nigerians are no longer okay with the country's present condition. And while Nigerians prepare to hit the road once again, it is important to know what is happening around them. All right, meanwhile, today, the 7th of December 2020, is the stipulated time for the protest, and as it stands, it is the same day the Republic of Ghana is undertaking their presidential election. All right, that is it on this one, my people. Well, our prayer is that the good Lord will make Nigeria a better place. Our agitation will be met without stress in the name of Jesus. All right, that has been it. Meanwhile, let me have more take from you on this one, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.